why couldn't Mozart find his teacher? Because he was hiding. Okay, all right, it's a music joke. Are there any classical music nerds out there? Somebody got it here.
Postmodern Jukebox is a fusion of old and new, who give a little spice to every cover they perform. The musical project, which was created by Scott Bradley, brings jazz, swing and vintage music to the 21st century. We sat down with bass player Adam Kubota to find out what's new with the band and the inside details of the new album.
I've always loved classical art forms, classical music. When I was a kid, I was playing in symphonies, and then when I got a little bit older, I started playing in jazz band. And when I was about 14 years old, I started playing the upright bass. I was playing the cello, and I was playing electric bass before that because I was a big fan of Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So it just made sense to sort of switch to the double bass so I could start playing some jazz and play some other things.
Love me, say that you love me, leave me, say that you need me. I don't care about anything but you.
We had a one-off gig in Dubai for New Year's Eve, and this guy, he wanted to recreate the Baz Luhrmann Great Gatsby movie with as much fidelity as possible. And this guy had like Ferraris and Porsches in his garage, and yeah, he had some pretty high-end champagne and scotch and all that stuff. And he even like wanted to get these zebra balloons that he was like in this like his like fancy like waterfall pool, and he hired these like these aerial ballerinas, and he hired like little people to be there, and it was something. It was definitely eye-opening. I had never been to Dubai before, and it's opulent is the word.
Walking to the club like we're up on the big shop. Walking to the club like we're walking to the club like we're walking to the club like we're walking to the 99 cents. Bag it. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Honey, looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome.
Have we thought about like trying to like make some drum and bass beats, like taking it to like the 80s, 90s? I wouldn't say we're against it, but all of us in Postmodern Jukebox, we're more like traditional music performers. So I don't foresee us going into the drum and bass genre, but in our tap medley, we do throw down on some Sandstorm, if you remember that song. When I was in the 7th grade, I entered a modeling contest through Macy's, and the winners of the contest got to do this tour of these malls in Northern California, and we did runway modeling shows in these malls. It all built up to this. The big fashion show was with the cast members of Beverly Hills 90210. So I got to do this giant fashion show with what's his name? The guy who played Dylan McKay, and David Silver and Andrea Zuckerman. Those 3 actors were there, and we were all wearing Guess overalls, and I had to dress up like a Guess jeans cowboy. I was like the most popular kid in the 7th grade for like 1 year. It was like, I had like random people like calling my grandma, like trying to find me. She was like, some girl called for you. I was like, who was it? Like, did you get the number? Hey man, whatever gets views.
Now I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't matter.
song about booties. But then when you have an upright bass player singing it, or excuse me, performing it, it just makes you think about the song a little bit differently, and you know, it's also kind of a pun, right? There's a bass.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, about that bass.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
We have something called PMJ Search, and that happens once a year, in which we have people submit their versions of our covers. So, you know, we give them blank tracks, and then they do their interpretation over it. So that's one way that people have come to work with us, is through the PMJ Search, and that has been fantastic.
I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like a lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky.
If you're just seeing this and you're like, oh, what is this, like Postmodern Jukebox like idea? We have an album out, and it's on, I think it's a CD and download, and also a vinyl called PMJ Essentials. And that is really like the highlight reel of Postmodern Jukebox. It's some of our biggest hits, you know, the ones that have sold the most, and have like, you know, you have like We Can't Stop, which probably has like, you know, 14 million views on YouTube right now, and you know, All About That Bass, and Creep, you know, sung by Haley Reinhart, which probably has like 20 million views or something like that. So the best product I'd say is to check out the Essentials, and you'll get all of our highlights.
Remember to subscribe for all the new hit music weekly. Click here for the newest trends at Dukascopy Fashion. For brand new celebrity interviews at Dukascopy Stars, click here. Got a question that needs to be answered? Try Dukascopy 911.